So, guys, the same Atiku who refused the zoning of the presidency to the south is now hosting Peter Obi. One might ask, what is the relevance of this invitation or this hosting of Peter Obi? So, guys, we all know that Nigeria was ready for a change, if not that people like Atiku made the biggest mistake, in the history of Nigeria. You can imagine when it was the ripe time for the presidency to move to the south. People like Atiku resisted. They said never, despite the fact that we had Buhari, who is from the north like him, who is also of the same tribe like him, that is the Fulani tribe, who was currently in power as at then. And Nigerians were wondering why the desperation from Atiku, despite having the North serving Nigeria for almost 8 years. Why do you still want to become president? But Atiku, with all the money he had, he insisted and convinced the PDP chieftains that there shouldn't be any zoning. And that was why PDP had a whole lot of challenges. And you know what? Atiku used money to fight his way through and finally emerged as the presidential candidate. Don't forget that it was because of some of the shady play that Peter Obi saw in the PDP that made Peter Obi to leave. When Peter Obi saw the rate at which money was exchanging hands, he knew he never wanted to partake in such way. He knew he would not like to partake in such a shady game in becoming a president. So what he did was to just leave the PDP and went to the Labour Party. And now Atiku is hosting Peter Obi. What a big mistake. Wondering if this correction that he's trying to make now can even be corrected. But the question I want to throw out there is, should people like Atiku not be retired at the moment? Should they not allow younger Nigerians, to be the ones vying for this position? Haven't seen that these old men, have failed Nigerians. Look at where Buhari took us to, and look at how further Tinubu is making Nigeria to slide in the negative direction. Why not allow younger people, at least people who are a bit younger, like Peter Obi and other Nigerians who want to work with Peter Obi as a team? Why not allow them to take this country to a new level? Should Atiku still be playing in 2027? So, guys, you can see it for yourself. Atiku tweeted and said, "It was my honor and privilege to host Peter Obi today." That is coming from Atiku Abubakar. You can already see it there. And many Nigerians have been talking that if it is not Peter Obi as the president, that this hosting or this coming together shouldn't even happen. And because people believe that Atiku shouldn't be the best person for the country at the moment. These are people who have ruled Nigeria, and some of them have elements of corruption being aligned with their name. And, Peter Obi remains that stainless politician. Many Nigerians are saying that, Atiku shouldn't even dare ask Obi to be his vice. It shouldn't happen. But, Atiku himself, he's so desperate, just like Tinubu was. Some of these politicians, they just wake up from sleep, and because they feel they have the resources, they want to say, it must be me and it must be me. But Nigerians are still saying, many people are of the opinion that if Atiku insists he wants to work with Obi, he should be the vice to Obi and not Obi being his vice, because we need men of integrity who are easily marketable to other Nigerians to be the one vying for the position of the presidency if indeed they need the support of the youth. So, guys, this was the tweet that Atiku tweeted, and we are going to be looking at the reactions from Nigerians. And it says, "It was my honor and privilege to host Peter Obi today." That is Atiku Abubakar. And this person tweeted, this is a follower of Atiku, a supporter of his, and he said, "At Atiku, at Peter Obi, carry go. If you know, you know." Yes, this is coming from a PDP supporter. So this is another Twitter user, and he says, "Atiku knows it's a privilege to meet Peter Obi. Tinubu go do Thanksgiving the day he meets Peter Obi." Yes, Peter Obi remains that beautiful bride that everybody is looking forward to meeting. Peter Obi has built his name. It's now a brand that Nigerians, especially the youths, can, relate to. So this other person tweeted and said, "The meeting of minds as Atiku hosts Obi, former vice president and presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, played host to former Anambra State Governor and Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Both leaders discussed issues affecting Nigeria and how to rescue the country. More meetings on the way forward are expected to take place soon. So, guys, you can see it for yourself. That is some of the reactions. And this person said, I am in for anything moral that would take power away from APC. Peter Obi and Atiku meet today. Yes, if you go by that, everybody wants Tinubu out from there so that Nigeria can breathe. But I wish we have, a more cleaner and a more younger Nigerians, who are interested in this position of the vice president, and then Peter Obi can look among them and make a choice. I think that's just for me. But nevertheless, politics remains a game of number. That is just it. We all know that. So this other person said, PDP boys should come and cry. Atiku is so happy to see Peter Obi. This is the happiest Atiku has been since 2023. Whenever I meet great people, this is how I feel. Lessons. Yes. Atiku had the privilege, the opportunity to have worked with Peter Obi. If he had allowed the presidency to be zoned to the south and then he becomes the vice to Peter Obi, I think that would have worked perfectly, with his supporters in the north and then the supporters of Peter Obi across the nation. That would have been a very good and a very excellent measure. But, Atiku didn't allow that because he felt he can just come from anywhere to become the president of Nigeria. So this other person says, PDP is cooking something hot as Peter Obi visits both Atiku and Sule Lamido today. Yes, PDP is cooking. Obedience will decide, because if Obedience tell Peter Obi that he should not align with Atiku, I think Obi has no option than to listen. So this person tweeted and said, is this the meeting that is making PDP folk on Twitter excited? They have been so excited and singing hallelujah since morning. Yeah, this is a rare opportunity, meeting with Peter Obi. And this person said, Atiku, this time you are hosting over 10 million Nigerian voters, not Peter Obi. Keep this in mind, sir. Yes, Atiku should know that Peter Obi listens to his followers. Peter Obi will always ask Nigerians, what do you think? I want to learn from you. And if Nigerians tell Peter Obi not to align with Atiku, Peter Obi has no option than to listen to what Obedience say. I think that is just it. So this other Twitter user says, Peter Obi is the hope for a better Nigeria. Any Nigerian who wants a better country capable of competing in the international community should align with Peter Obi and support him. That is noted, because the world leaders also admire Peter Obi. We all know that each time Peter Obi travels, people want to listen to him keenly. And this other person said, earlier today, Atiku hosted Peter Obi at his residence to discuss the current affairs of the nation. If politics is this way, why should tribalism persist in Nigeria? Atiku must now throw his weight behind Obi to become president for the good of the country. A win-win, if you ask me. Yes, Atiku should be the vice, not the other way around. That is what we are also saying, because very soon now you will hear that they will tell Peter Obi to come be his vice. And that is what we don't want to hear as Obedience. So guys, and said, they already know Peter Obi has 10 plus million votes already, without buying votes, without any influence, just organic love from the people. Peter Obi has more than 10 million votes waiting for him. And they know that Peter Obi is now the beautiful bride. We all know that Peter Obi is the beautiful bride. Anybody that wants to win election in Nigeria will have to align with Peter Obi, because he has these genuine supporters who feel they need somebody like him, who is very, very decent, in terms of his character, transparent, he's accountable. He will tell you, yes, I did this or I didn't do it. And he will give you, the backing evidence of everything he did. People want somebody like Peter Obi. You can't fault Peter Obi in anything currently. You can see how the EFCC went after how many ex-governors. That is close to 60 ex-governors that are under the investigation of the EFCC currently. Peter Obi's name went missing, in that list. Peter Obi is not among the dirty politicians. We know we have majority of the dirty politicians in Nigeria, and Peter Obi is not part and parcel of them. And he's somebody who from day one knew what he wanted in politics, so he decided to keep his name unstained, and that is how he has maintained it. That's why he's enjoying this massive love that he's seeing from Nigerians. So you can see this person tweeted and said, Atiku, this time you are hosting over 10 million Nigerian voters, not Peter Obi. Keep this in mind. Keep that in mind, sir. Yes, because Peter Obi is being followed by, if not more than close to 20 million people, that Peter Obi is being loved by, and if Atiku is hosting Peter Obi, he's not just hosting Peter Obi, he's hosting his followers. That's what this guy is saying, and that he should bear that in mind. This is not a time you come to manipulate Peter Obi, telling him that he should be your vice. That shouldn't happen at all. And so this other person tweeted and said, Peter Obi is the hope of a better Nigeria. Any Nigerian who wants a better country capable of competing in the international community should align with Peter Obi and support him. That's just what we are saying. Not tomorrow now they will tell us that Peter Obi should come be their vice. It won't happen. Buhari has led Nigeria for 8 years, destroyed Nigeria. He is a northerner. He is of the Fulani tribe. Now Atiku, who is a northerner of a Fulani tribe, is still wanting, insisting. In short, I don't even want Atiku to come close to contesting to become the president of Nigeria, because this man was the same person who denied Nigerians the opportunity of having, fresh people into politics today. He insisted, and because he had money, or he has his money, he could influence those PDP chieftains, those of them who are leaders of the party. They now came out to say, oh, they are not going to zone. Can you imagine that? They said they were not going to zone after having a northerner. PDP is the one to be blamed of all the mess we are seeing in this country today, honestly. Not even INEC, because PDP opened the way for INEC to have done what they did during the election. If PDP had allowed Peter Obi to have emerged, because honestly, we all know when Peter Obi went around the country telling Nigerians what he was going to do as a PDP candidate, people were hailing him. People knew he had something to offer. People knew that this man has something to offer. If Atiku had allowed a free and fair primaries to have happened and allowed this to be zoned to the south, Peter Obi would have emerged. And with this kind of persons, having the PDP members together with obedient supporters who believe in Obi as an individual, Tinubu wouldn't have even come close. Even if this election would have been rigged, Tinubu wouldn't have come close. But why are we where we are? Atiku insisted that it shouldn't be zoned, despite having a Fulani man, a northerner. For 8 years in office, he still wanted to become the president. And Nigerians keep wondering, why this desperation, Mr. Atiku? Should go and retire. At least you've tasted governance when you were the vice president. You've tasted it. Just allow the youths to select the person of their choice. If left for obedience alone, they wouldn't even want Peter Obi to pair up with Atiku, even if Atiku accepts running with Peter Obi. Peter Obi, obedience will not want Peter Obi to even have Atiku as his vice. We have other cleaner Nigerians. We have other people whose name have not entered the bad book of corruption, who can work with Peter Obi, and Nigerians will be proud to market the two of them. So why the desperation from Atiku? Yes, he has followers, we know, and politics is a game of numbers. But at the same time, I think with the last election, it was a strong message to our political class that sometimes your followers can even abandon you when they see a better option. And that was exactly what we saw. Peter Obi was not as if he has been running for the presidency, just one time run. And he had the kind of followers that he had. Even up to today, they are still in support of him. So what else? So guys, let me just allow you listen to what Aisha Yusufu said, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.
cooking, or he's just meeting a friend. Say, I was just passing by and I came in to drink Coke, or I came in to drink Fanta, or I came in to drink Pepsi, or I came in to drink Zopo or Kunu. Do you think that was what happened, or there is something going on? I don't know. Like I said, not before my mouth to go here say Tinubu rig election, no, say Tinubu no win the 2023 election, and you rig where they take put, and then not before my mouth to go here around. So whatever it is, we are here. For me personally, one of the things that I know is that, yes, in politics, you have to do alliances. Yes, in politics, you have to do a lot of things. But anything that, for me personally, if there's anything where anyone is saying that, oh, Peter Obi should be running mate to whoever, it's for me to be absolute nonsense. Or except if there's a candidate that I see that, oh, yeah, that candidate is really so competent. But this crop of politicians that I see, nah. Because one of the things for me, it's the fact that, that running mate thing, deputy vice, is just spare tire. Nah, real spare tire. There's nothing in that whole thing. 2015, we saw how Yemi Osinbajo was all over the place. He started the campaign. He said he was going to work. And Buhari is somebody that always delegates. Buhari never does the work. He always hands it over to somebody else to do the work. But what did we see? All for them to enter office, and the Yemi Osinbajo, that a lot of us, for me, and I've right from that time to this time, Buhari, I never liked Buhari. 2011, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Jonathan. But when Yemi Osinbajo came in, I was working. In January 2015, I was even shouting, where is Buhari? He was nowhere to be found. It was Yemi Osinbajo that was doing the campaign. He started the campaign. He was doing common sense revolution. He was in mall, buses, markets, people's houses, meeting with people, and like, oh, okay, and like, okay, at least this one will work. That's what they will say. Buhari should focus on insecurity. Osinbajo will focus on the economy. But when they enter, Buhari decided to delegate to his usual people that failed, the CPC gang that are always failing. And then the Osinbajo was there doing obedience servant. He became as worse as anything. So for me, anything that has to do with, that was 2019. I didn't even look at their candidacy when Peter Obi was the running mate to Atiku. I didn't even bother because I'm not interested in that whole thing. But anyway, we'll see as it go. We dey here now, like my people will say. Whether, no matter if you dey patient, no matter wetin they carry for belle, where woman carry for belle, she go born am. Even if you born am, they no tell you one day they go send a go message. You go see wetin dem want. So let's all be sitting down and see what's cooking. Is there something cooking? I don't know.
Atiku must now throw his weight behind Obi to become president for the good of the country. Is it that Atiku should support Peter Obi, or Peter Obi should support Atiku? Which one are you saying? All what we are saying is this, yes, Atiku should be the vice to Peter Obi if that is possible. But left for me, I don't even want Peter Obi to align himself with Atiku. Yes, it's a game of numbers. Peter Obi can still find, a politician who Nigerian can easily align with. See how Peter Obi came into politics. He ran for this presidency for the first time, but look at the followers. He got more supporters than even Tinubu, who has been in politics for long. If not Tinubu using money to make his way, Tinubu wouldn't have even come close to the few votes that he got. He came out to confess and said, I know most of you didn't vote for me. So guys, let me end it at this point. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.